you really had something that you had to get off your chest, bro.
Yeah, man.
Before we close this shit out, what you had to get off your
Yeah.
chest, man?
So in the line of dumb shit, being that I live in Texas, this has been a shitty week for Texans for a
Mm-hmm.
multitude of reasons, and it's been serious. And people have been, you know, grocery stores are empty. Water's hard to come by sometimes. People haven't had power. People have died.
Mm-hmm.
Um, People have died just trying to stay warm. There's just a bunch of situations where people are out there, and I don't know what's going on with society where I guess when people are really going through, they miss compassion. Because what first of all was pissing me off about all this is you would see like people from Michigan and shit, like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, Texans, this is just cold weather, you just can't deal with it, or suck it up, it gets better. You know what I'm saying? That's not the fucking issue. Yes, it's cold and snowing, and if it's just cold and snow, that's fine. Stay your ass at home if you can't drive, and sit down. But
Yeah,
I mean, the week kicked off with a damn massive ass wreck on the highway.
yeah, that shit was crazy. I
That
had
shit was
my
crazy.
people was blowing me the fuck up. Is your brother okay? Ain't your brother out there? Your brother okay?
Yeah. So I mean, that's where the shit started. I mean, like I said, no power. People not having power, not having food. People like I saw one video where a dude said he stole a pallet to burn the pallet to keep his room warm. I mean, people sitting in front of fireplaces. Shit's just crazy, man. And people trying to make jokes and shit. Like, oh, Texans don't know how. No, it's more than that. I mean, if one, yes, people don't know how to, drip the faucets and stuff
Well,
like that.
that y'all infrastructure is not, set
And
up
that's yeah,
for that type of fucking weather. Michigan, New York, places like that, their infrastructure is set up.
right. And that's the thing that I think they miss is that we don't have snow plows. Like I think Kim went out one day
Mm.
and she said they hadn't even been able to plow the major highway. And that's the crazy shit that in other countries. And Kim is from Jersey, so in other cities they they're able to prepare. They have
Mm.
all the infrastructure in place. And yes, you can say what you will about greed and knowing that it was coming and not planned. And I think there's some of that in there too. But understand that we don't see this all the time. I mean, like
Mm.
next week, for example, it's gonna be 70 degrees outside.
Yep.
So that's the kind of shit that you have to understand before you say, "Oh, it's just a little bit of snow. You'll be all right."
I bet y'all ain't got places that sell the little the snow salt shit. Like when we went
Yeah,
to Indiana, you saw pallets of that shit everywhere you fucking went. Like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
Like,
right. We have it, but it's like you said, like you just said, like in Indiana, where it's like everywhere. No, it's not everywhere. I mean, you'll find it, but it's not everywhere.
yeah,
And then I mean, you're making light of people losing their homes, losing their lives,
yeah,
losing pets. I mean, it's just crazy, and you're making jokes. So
yeah.
use
And
some
it's cold. Y'all
compassion,
ain't,
people.
like I said earlier, y'all infrastructure wasn't set up like that. So motherfuckers ain't got power. Y'all ain't got water.
Hmm.
And like y'all in the case, y'all got a baby at home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right,
That shit. And a baby's born like every minute or some shit. You don't know how many
right,
people got brand new babies, newborns,
right, right,
dealing with that
right,
bullshit. You know what
right.
I'm
There was
saying?
just like a family I know. They were sitting in their damn living room watching TV. The house, they live in an apartment. The apartment above them, their pipes burst, and so from the top floor, it came through the ceiling and broke the ceiling of their shit. They had nothing to do with that. They
And
just sitting there and they see the damn ceiling fall out.
and that shit could have landed on their whole fucking family.
Right, and that's the kind of shit that I think people miss. So that's one piece. That's one piece of the shit that got on my nerves this week.
Oh shit. Here we go.
It's not gonna be a full rant, but the other thing, and I try not to take sides politically because I'm an independent and I see the nuance in a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw three things by three elected officials that pissed me off this week.
Come on, talk about it, American. You patriot. You say it.
Yes. So the first thing that I saw was that mayor, I think he was in some part of Texas where he was like, get a plan for your family and the strong will survive, the weak will perish or some shit.
But
Some
that's your job
survival.
to take care of the community, though.
That is your responsibility as an elected official to do
The
what needs to
fuck?
be done to protect your people.
It's pretty much me, mine straight. Y'all better get y'all selves
Right.
straight.
And yes, while I agree that you should have a plan,
Of course.
there comes a point where, like all the time, like Mike Tyson say, everybody got a plan until they got hit in the face.
Yep.
So I'm
I
sure you
broke
got
my back.
right.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. That shit was hilarious.
It was. But it's like, how do you plan for your ceiling falling in front of you where you trying to watch the last episode of Mandalorian? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that shit was good.
Yeah, we just finished it last week on a
Man, fucking
couple
Luke.
days ago.
Luke,
I
I
know.
still wonder how they did that shit because they made him look just like he looked in the 80s. That shit was crazy.
Disney, man, they did it with Sam Jackson and Captain Marvel and her movie. When they made him young.
But yeah, that shit was cold.
I was telling Kim, man, after a while, in like 10, 15 years, it don't matter how old the actor is, living, dead, whatever. It was like, we want this actor back. You gonna see the whole damn Luke gonna come back. So, but anyway, so that was one elected official, and then I saw our governor get on the news, and
he ain't too bright, no way.
No, he's not. And get on and have the nerve to make a political statement about this could be the issue if we went with the Green New Deal and because the turbines, the wind generators, the turbines on the wind generators froze. Whether that's true or not, and upon more study, that's one of the multitudes of problems.
And even that, I'm pretty sure there's a solution for that because I guarantee the northern and the midwestern states and stuff, they have wind turbines and they have solutions.
Bruh, there's a fucking rover the size of an SUV with the propeller on the belly on Mars right now.
Yeah,
I
seen that.
Tell me you can't figure out a fucking fan in Texas? Man, get the fuck out of here. But what I'm saying is, don't use these opportunities to make your political points.
Right.
Just fucking help the people.
Help the people.
Stop trying to be on the news and take jabs at the opposition. Man, this ain't the time for that shit, man. Grow up.
Because it's about the people.
Right. At least it's supposed to be.
We the people of the United States. That's how that shit starts.
Right. Exactly. Say it again.
We the people of the United States. I don't know if you meant me to say it again or not, but goddamn it, I said it anyway. We the people of the United States of America. The people.
Shit. Take care of the people instead of trying to like throw your political jabs in. There's a time and place for that. This is not the fucking time when you got people dying and suffering and struggling. Shut the fuck up and do your job.
Oh, he said it. Foul language.
Shit. I mean, it pisses me off, man. And then the last one.
Go for it.
And I wasn't gonna name names and all that stuff, but
because that's why.
Right. I'm not showing any support of any party or whatever, so I can say whatever the hell I want to say. They're elected officials, and I think they stepped wrong. How in the fuck are you a senator? And granted, you're not an engineer, you can't fix shit. I got that. But you have certain political clout and shit that you can do. Like I know a buddy of mine right now. He's a mayor. He's the mayor of a small town in the DFW area, and he's out there busting his ass all week trying to help out. Don't know he's fucking I think accounting background, and he's out there.
So is he manly?
I guess so. Fuck, I don't know. He's got 3 kids. I guess. Shit, I don't know.
You don't watch sports.
No, I don't know. Shit. But yeah, he's out there busting his ass trying to help out as a mayor of a small town where you got a senator. He decides that, I'm gonna go to Cancun and try to frame that shit as, well, my daughters wanted to go. Send your daughters. You stay here and help your fucking people. I get it. Send your daughters if you can afford it. That's great.
He said, fuck y'all, I'm going too.
He sure did. And he's catching shit for it right now. But you selfish ass.
Yep.
To know that people out here struggling and not even be here trying to let me put a command center together. Let me help. Let me holler at my constituents in other states to see what they can do to help out. You ain't got to be an engineer being able to fix the shit. There's people you can call. Yeah. You can be out here passing out water. There's all kind of shit you can do, man. Stop being so selfish, man. That should be pissing me off, man.
So your buddy that's the mayor, what's his name?
I'm not gonna say his name right now.
Well, whoever you are that's friends with my brother, man, shout out to you being out there for the people, man. Getting there on the grind. Like we say in the Army, lead from the front. You leading from the fucking front, man. I love that shit.
Well, yeah, you see so many people that aren't leading from the front And we elect these people, and they're supposed to be our leaders.
Right.
And I don't care what your political affiliation is. It's across the board in a lot of respects.
Just lead from the fucking front.
Just lead from the front. Take care of people, man. Shit. That's what they elect your ass to do. Not trying to stand on some stupid ass high horse shooting political jabs.
Yeah, get your ass from behind that podium and get in the streets with the people.
Right. So I mean that should be pissing me off, man. And then had a nerve to try to be on your moral high horse on other shit. Man, shut the fuck up and go sit down.
Right.
Should be getting on my nerves. So that's what I want to talk about, man. Just people piss me off when they don't have compassion, man. And I realize that most shit doesn't bother me when it deals with me directly. But when I think about others, and because I care about others a lot of times, this shit piss me off when people are selfish and inconsiderate of the lives and the needs of other people, man. That's all I got.
Yeah, that shit's crazy, man. Hopefully, God willing, it's over with by the time this airs. But y'all folks out there in Texas, man, let us know how y'all doing out there with all this going on. Let us know what you did, because I mean, the worst situations brings out the creativity in a motherfucker, man. You'll come up with some shit to make sure your family fucking straight.
And I will say shout out to all the people who couldn't help from donate and couldn't donate or anything, but they were like using their platforms to share like warming centers in the area and play Red Cross centers, and they were doing what they could, given the fact. I mean, people as far as like California, people in other countries were like, hey, where can we donate? Where can we help? I mean, that's the kind of shit you appreciate, but when your elected officials are sitting on their asses doing press conferences and ain't doing a damn thing, it's like, why the fuck are you people even in office?
And your heated fucking office with power and water. That shit's crazy, man.
Shit's just